similar level of welcomeness in Germany. So please come to Germany. I think you will very like it. It's a very beautiful country. Where to go? The three main cities which are interesting for foreigners is Berlin, Munich, and Hamburg, because Berlin has a lot of history with the wall. I don't know if you know about, there used to be East and West Germany, and there was a wall going through Berlin, and so Berlin has a lot of history. Hamburg has a lot of Hamburg is a fun place to go. Hamburg has like a lot of water. It's a good place to learn about the German culture. And Munich is extremely beautiful. You have the mountains. You have a lot of good food. It's a beautiful city because it has a lot of like old buildings and a lot of culture. And what you want to eat? What?
Well,
it's okay. Just
okay. Sorry, you were gone. Yeah.
Yeah, we're listening, David. Like you stopped.
I just
eat.
Yes. Frank, what's your favorite food?
Just fries food.
Oh, fried food. Okay.
And I think there's some special food in Germany, and I want to know them.
Okay. Special food in Germany. I think, as I said earlier, is that wherever you go in Germany, it has like certain special food. Like for example, in China, when you go for example Shanghai or Hangzhou, it's different to what you get in Yunnan in the south. So if you like fried food, I think what you will really like is let me think. For example, in Berlin, they have something called Berliner. It's very delicious. It's like this. It's like a pretzel. If you know what a pretzel is, and it's kind of fried. It has like sweet jam in it. So I think you might like that. And yeah, each part of Germany has like a very traditional dish. So I think if you go to Germany, when you go to a restaurant, they all speak English. Just ask them for the traditional dish, and they will bring you something very authentic. And it's most of the time it's very, very delicious.
Okay, that's great.
Okay, so, thank you.
You're welcome, Frank.
Yes. David, like, as you've been to China, could you tell us a little bit about your experience? Like, how do you feel about China?
Well, I only lived in China for 4 months, so it's still like a small period. So I only have like an idea. But what amazed me about China the most, for one, it's struggle because you can't work like, for example, one of the bike machines. Me and my friend Diego, we had trouble, and it didn't take like 30 seconds until like 2 people asked us for if they could help us. So for example, we took a taxi to the airport, and the taxi driver was hitting some traffic, and without us even asking or even making a move, he took his phone and he called a friend of his, and because he knew the friend would speak English, so he was ringing the friend and asking his friend to ask us in English if we could when our flight is and if he should hurry up. So one of the things that amazed me the most is that even though, because you're learning English, even though there is a language barrier between Chinese and internationals with the language, it doesn't stop them from wanting to help you and wanting to interact with you. Like I was on the bus in the south of China, and the guy next to me didn't know a word of English, but he showed me his flight ticket and pointed to the place where he's going because it was Chinese New Year. So for me, one of the most amazing, and I'm so happy to hear that you guys are learning English because it makes it easier. Is the fact that even though Chinese do not speak English, they always want to interact and they want to communicate. And I think this is why this program or the stuff you're doing is so great, because it's amazing that you learn English and that it will be even easier for you. But I think that's one of the best things in China, is that how communicative and how interested people are generally in you. And another thing that I really liked in China is the eating culture, because we talked about food as well. I like the fact that you share your food. So when you go to when you're in Germany and you go to a restaurant, each person orders their own food. And what I really enjoyed about China is the fact that you just you sit together and you order for the whole table, and everybody eats what they like. And it's a very social manner of eating, which I also very enjoyed.
Okay, great, thank you. So you guys have other questions to ask David?
Is it question time? I didn't clearly.
Yes, Mario, you can ask if you want.
So I heard, does German people really like arts or sort of stuff? Cause I'm just interested in German or sort of stuff. Yeah.
In art? Did you say art?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, art is a very, very big part of our culture. Me personally, I'm not interested in art. I don't get it. But if you go to Germany, and there's a lot of museums, there's a lot of, like, even in public places, there's like in Germany, like, even buildings or stuff like this is considered art, because it's very historical. And but yeah, German people are very interested in arts, and wherever you go, especially in the big cities, there's like a ton of museums, and it's part of the German culture that on the weekend you go into museums and you look at art, and yeah. So it's very, very, it's a big part of Germany.
Okay, any other questions? Frank or Leo?
And I just want to go. I want to go there, and I have nothing. And thank you for answering my question.
You're very welcome, Frank. I hope that if you do come to Germany, get in touch with Tanya, and she will let me know. And I have a lot of friends in Germany, because I think when you go to a country, it's very important. Like, the best way to experience a country is if you have a local person showing you. And I was fortunate enough to have a lot of Chinese friends through to my program. And they showed me a very authentic China. And so if you do want to come to Germany, I think you should definitely do it, because it's a very interesting country. And get in touch with Tanya. She will let me know. And wherever I go, I will try to find someone who will show you around, as it's a very good way to experience a different culture in the country.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mario, yes, Mario.
So my mom just go to Germany like a few months ago.
Yes.
And they're doing the doctor meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Do they do it every year or so? I mean, like, how long does it?
Like a doctor's appointment, or?
There's a big doctor meeting where doctors from everywhere, they come to Germany and they talk sort of cancer and sort of stuff, yeah.
Okay. You mean like a talk, and like they have like a meeting and talk about cancer research?
Yes.
Yes. I think this is. Germany has very good hospitals, and it's like very, very active in the research, especially the cancer research. For example, my best friend, he's doing his doctor's degree in biomedicine and cancer research. So, but because the question you asked is, I don't know if Germany does more or less than other countries in cancer research. But of course, in Germany, there's every year people get together. Probably even every month, people go together, and especially in research, it's very important that you kind of interact and update each other, because part of research is to go somewhere nobody has been before, and if two people or two universities go in the same direction, it's a waste of time. So I think that people go together and kind of check which way they're going, and share experiences and share stuff they found out.
Okay. Yes, because Germany is now like one of the best countries about the medicine. You have really developed level of medicine. Even like all the people from Russia, if they have money, they go to Germany. They have some health problems.
Yeah, no, we have a very, very good medicine culture, and it's very fortunate for us, because wherever you go, whenever anything happens, it's always high quality. It's always very, very. You're always taken care of. So yeah, it's something you take for granted, but you shouldn't, because it's something. Yeah, it's a privilege. It's a privilege to have a good health system, because it's important.
Okay, and the last question, like from me,
Yes.
because we are talking about stereotypes, and how do you see your nation? Like, how do you see Germans? What would you say about your nationality?
That's a good question, because I was never fond of Germans my whole life. I went to the UK at the age of 17, and I always looked at Germans. The thing with Germany is we have a difficult past. So especially the World War II and the Holocaust is something that's deeply embedded in our DNA. And so, for example, you will never hear a German person saying, "I'm proud to be German." You will never hear that, because it's because of our funny. They are very strict in their doing. So, like, everything is in order. Everything has to be in order every time. So, for example, if you go up on a what's the escalator with the stairs that goes up? Do you know the English word for it? Yeah. So the escalator where you go up the stairs, but it goes automatically. In Germany, when this is the escalator, you will always see people waiting on the right and walking on the left, and it's crazy how they literally. This is like a law, so for me, I always struggled with this, because I'm more of a free spirit, and I always felt like Germany is very strict and organized and not funny, and But so these are negative stereotypes which I grew up with, because I never really identified myself. But the other side is that especially in the current economic climate, and Germans are a very they're honest people, and the stereotypes are right that everything has to be in order, but they're also very welcoming. They're for example, if you go to America, they're always very friendly to you, but when it comes to it, they disappear. It's like they're like always like, "You're my best friend," but yeah. In German people, and that's a stereotype which is very true, are always considered very distant at the beginning, but once you get to know them, they're very honest and authentic. So once you make it, and once they invite you to something, they stick to it. So I think the stereotypes of Germany on a negative basis, for me, it's like they're very organized and very strict and not so funny. But the other side of the positive stereotypes is they're very welcoming. They're very authentic, and they're just just they're good people. I think, yeah, Germans are good people. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure Germans are very good people.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Boys, if you have any other questions, you can ask. If not, no, do you have?
Yes, I have a question.
Please.
I want to ask something about football. Do you
Yes.
always play football, and are you interested in it?
Yes. Football is a very big part of Germany. It's our national sport number one. For example, like the World Cup next year in Russia, it's very, very big. I'm personally a fan. I'm a supporter of Bayern Munich because I live in Munich, and I would say 95% of Germans are interested in football, and so am I. And especially, it's mostly guys. But for example, when the World Cup is and Germany plays, everybody gets together, and we have like public viewing, and all the restaurants are full, and everybody's wearing like jerseys, and football is a huge part of Germany. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, Leo.
Okay, David, thank you very much for having a class with us and talking to us about like different nationalities, different stereotypes and cultures. It was our pleasure.
No, pleasure was all mine. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much. So if someone from these guys will decide to go to Germany, we will talk to you.
Yes, please get in touch. I have experienced so much greatness in China, and so many people helped me out. I would love to give some of it back.
Okay, here guys, but you need to learn English to go to Germany.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, but once you do in Germany, they all speak English, and even if they don't speak English, they just want to talk in English, even though they can't speak it. So wherever you go, you will be fine. It's all good.
Okay, but still they need to learn English.
Yeah, that's why they got you.
Yes, thank you, David. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.
Oh, thank you. Bye.
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 Hope you have a nice day.
Okay, guys. So you heard a very good guy from Germany. What is your impression about Germany, about Germans, about German people? Mario, what is your impression?
So the German people think I actually think German people are not so strict or funny because the David just still haha. Yeah. I mean it proves the text. I mean it proves the text.
Himself he's not so strict as other people in Germany, right? But also
Yes.
German people have the stereotype that they're quite strict. Okay, what else? That's all.
Let's
Okay. Something else?
Excuse me? Oh yeah. And I also think that they have great places. They have a lot of museums, I have another question I didn't ask. They have in China we don't have that much museum. Maybe we should work on that to prove more China in our world. So yeah, it's great that they have a many museum and all those high walls.
Yeah.
It's very awesome.
That's true, because art can show us the culture, right? We can learn more about the culture of this country through the art. Okay.
Keep on.
If you want, Mario, if you have any other ideas, of course, share with us.
Oh yeah, I'm also very amazed at their tech on mechanic. Medicine sort of stuff. They don't go like in one point. They go in other points. Then they have a meeting. This is a lot of countries should be like them. Maybe that which makes a country better at medicine, sort of medical stuff.
Yeah, so the medicine will be more developed in other countries. Okay, very good, Mario. Leo, what do you think? What is your impression?
About
about Germany, about German people.
Yes. Before I know that Germany plays football very well, and they always get the first prize in the international match, and because I always watch the match on TV with my father, and I learned from David, and kids also plays football, and 95% of Germany plays football.
Okay.
And, I think football is really an important part of Germany, and yes, I always play football. Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Yes, football is a national game of Germany, right? Of Germany.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Very good. Frank, what is your impression? You want to go to Germany. What did you learn today?
And just and I get some information in the conversation with David. I think I know some two famous city in Germany, just like Hamburg and Berlin, and I know their cultures. I know what can I do there, and I like this country very much, and I will. And I want to go there. I really want to go there.
Frank, you will go there one day because all our dreams come true,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yes, so you will go there one day. So that is good, guys. Thank you for being here today. I'm sorry because some of the students, like our international students from other countries today, they had exams. They had really important exams, so they could not come for the class. So I'm very sorry for that, but still you learned some information. We talked a little bit, so I was very happy to see you. So what I want to wish you is that your dreams come true, and one day you will go to the countries you like, you will do what you like, and you will be happy with your life. Okay, see you next week. If you don't have a questions to me, do you have any?
No. Yeah, and
yes, Mario.
I just want to ask that does the weights so we don't have an account on the globalonline.com and sort of stuff. We don't have an account. So do we how much time do we have to wait for the account to be in the system?
Oh, I could ask that question, Mario.
Yes.
Mario, did you sign up? Is because every time I'm the person in charge of the approval. So did you send your email and everything?
Yes.
You are in WeChat, in the WeChat group, right?
Wait.
No, he's asking about the website.
Wait. Yes. Because I guess what is your email, Mario? And I will check. Give me your email. Let me check one thing here. Easy.
Yes. Could you wait a second?
Yes. Just to hold Mario a little bit.
Yeah, here it comes. Here it comes.
是什么号码？
就是那个 email。
email 是你的，你自己的。
是 是我自己的啊，
对对，是你自己的，
是我自己的。那
你
Or
自己的号码我给。
or Mario, or maybe perhaps do you have your WeChat and I will send you the questions by WeChat. It's because perhaps I get your email, but I didn't approve it because if I'm not sure who is the person, I won't approve, right? Because I just want to have like a safe place for us. So I will send you by WeChat the information, right? And it's gonna be perfect. So you are gonna be in the site tomorrow. You will be there, okay?
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome, Mario.
Okay. Any other questions? So if guys you don't have any other question, I say goodbye to you. Yes. Frank, Leo, and Mario, bye bye. Have a good week.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. It was really nice to meet you. Goodbye.
Bye.